Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're in the world. Today, November 9th, we are in holiday prep mode, just a couple of weeks away from Thanksgiving. I have a killer show for you guys today. We're getting really weird glare from the lights, so sorry about that. All right, so last week we had a really good stream, but we had major internet issues, so I'm sorry, I apologize. We're going to go back and look at some of those numbers, but it provides us a great opportunity. The election is over. We've been talking about people waiting for the election to be over before making a move, before making a decision on what they're going to do with their refinance, with possibly listing their home, possibly buying a new home. And the election's over. So we have a lot on the agenda today, but let's dive right into that. So we're going to go into some housekeeping items. We're going to start off with interest rates. Everyone wants to know the election is over and the Fed's announced cutting the Fed fund rate by 0.25%. Okay. So what does that mean for interest rates? Mortgage News Daily is my go-to website for all things interest rate related. 30-year fix today, 6.92. Our jumbo loans, 7.15. So I really want to stress the fact that jumbo loans, any loan amount over $860,000 is very close to our 30-year fix. The difference between a conforming loan amount and a jumbo loan amount is very small, abnormally small. And that tells me that conforming rates are a little inflated still, and that there's room for those rates to come down. There's been so much baked into the markets, the mortgage markets, with the election, with the Fed fund rate, that we did see a dip in rates post-election, but not as big as we did in 2016. Because I think a lot of that was already baked in. Let's go to our government loans, 6.30 for FHA and 6.32 for VA. So last week we did a really fun special where it was the White House themed, okay? And we looked at 3 different homes that were nearly identical, all within 1,000 to 1,500 square feet, all one level, 70s, 80s build, good starter homes, and they were all white, so it was a White House special. And we looked at FHA, not a first-time home buyer program, but really is designed for people getting started in home ownership. We looked at FHA on all 3 homes. And I saved that information, so we're going to look at those right now. We're going to compare last Saturday to this Saturday, okay? So the first home was 7113 Northeast 55th Avenue. It was listed for $535,000. Last week, FHA was at 6.62. Today, FHA is at 6.3. That's a significant drop, 3/8 in rate in 1 week. I would classify that as a significant drop in rates. So what does that mean? That means our principal and interest payment goes from $4,009 to $3,899 or $3,900, saving us $110 a month. So in 1 week, we saved $110 a month. Almost more than the monthly savings. Home affordability, for me, was the number one issue I voted on when I was watching the debates, looking at the election. Everyone has their number one issue. This being my livelihood, home affordability for me is a big issue. What does $110 mean? It means that this week compared to last week, a home buyer on an FHA loan now has about $25,000 more in buying power, meaning they can go up in purchase price by $25,000 and have their payment be the same. So all of a sudden they qualify for $25,000 roughly more in home. And hopefully we see this trend continue. We may use these 3 homes, I'm going to show you 2 more here in a second, as kind of our benchmark to monitor rates and what rates do for us. So let's go look at our next home. I'm going to try to do this live here. And if there's anybody in the chat, if you just want to let me know how my audio sounds. I had some weird things happen with my audio when I was setting up this morning. Okay, so 12 Southwest 10th Street, our purchase price went down to $450,000. Last week, again, 6.62. This week, 6.3%. Payment goes from $33.37 to $32.44, saving us $92 a month. So again, now we're saving $92 a month, $93 a month. That gets us roughly $20,000 in buying power. Okay, let's do one more. The last home we looked at last week was 705 Northwest 72nd. Make sure that's right. $434. $900 is our purchase price. 6.62 on a FHA last week, 6.3 on a FHA this week, saving us $89 a month. Again, right in that $20,000 range for buying power. It's a big difference in 1 week. Now the question is are we going to see this trend continue? I'm going to try to fix that glare here. Is that better or worse? Are we going to see this trend continue? I am very optimistic and hopeful that we will. Okay. The key word for the next few weeks is volatility. Even though the new president hasn't been taken office yet, we're already seeing so much news come out just in anticipation for the change that I'm going to call the next few weeks very volatile. On this stream and in my interactions with my clients and my referral partners, I always talk about how we like to help people finance a home in a smart way. That is very, very important now that we are doing this in a smart way. Yes, it is exciting. Things are getting better. The home affordability seems to be improving. It's early to tell, but it seems like we're headed in that direction. But we want to be careful that we're not trying to catch a falling knife. Okay, that we don't anticipate things getting better, so we maintain waiting on the sidelines, and then all of a sudden rates shoot back up. So we want to be very careful. You want to be working with people that are watching the market every day and that can build your confidence in what you're doing. One thing has not changed about my opinion on is now a good time to buy. That's always the question, right? It's opportunity, when the opportunity presents itself. So for example, if you're looking for one of the homes we're going to look at today and you've been looking forever and it checks 99% of your boxes, don't wait on that opportunity for the market to improve. Okay. But these are all good signs. Let's look at some market statistics. Every week, Gavin Huckins over at Berkshire Hathaway sends me over, let's start here, our market statistics. If you watched last week, it was very glitchy, but we did review this. We were down double digits in all three categories. New listings, 154. That's down 13% from last week, which was down about 15% from the week before. Not good. You know, it's great that we see interest rates improving, but interest rates are only one part of home affordability. The other is purchase price. And purchase price is purely driven off of supply and demand. So we want to see our supply continue to increase. We had 184 homes go pending, meaning they went into contract on an offer last week, and 181 homes that were pending are closed and sold. So up 16%. We do not like to see a negative number on new listings and a positive number on pending sales. We like to see that kind of reverse to keep a healthy inventory. It is holiday season. We're going into a slower time of year. So we will see what happens with our inventory. If we look at pre-inventory, people going into contract, what are our home shoppers looking like? This was down double digits again last week. We're a little better this week. Every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a home, that data is collected. In Oregon, lockbox activity was down 5.8%. In Washington, down 4.6%. Not surprising considering a vast majority of people were wanting to see what happened to the election. The smart people may have gone out and gotten a contract last week and are locking in their interest rate this week. But this really shows what our home shopping is looking like. So we want to see that number kind of level out over the next couple weeks. Okay. And now what you've all been waiting for, let's dive into some homes. Chat's a little slow, but that's okay. I took a week off 2 weeks ago. We had a bunch of glitches last week. It's funny in the live streaming world, if you skip a week, if you're inconsistent at all, it really affects you for a while, the views. All right, let's take a look. We're going to go from small to big, okay? And we're going to go from really, really small to really, really big. We're going to start with 1206 South 5th Avenue in Kelso, Washington. I spent some time in a Keller Williams office with one of my coworkers, Ryan McCracken, one of the best loan officers in town, and our preferred home inspector, details home inspections, Brian Ross. We went over to Keller Williams and brought some donuts and chatted with some people and had a really good conversation with Amy Tierney's team. Shauna, shout out to Shauna. She sent me this listing, and I think it fits perfect in our small to big theme today. Okay, so this home is 2 beds, 1 bath, 948 square feet, built in 1923. Let's see what they have to say about it. Recently renovated home that feels fresh and brand new. You'll be impressed by the exceptional craftsmanship. Not something you see in a home that small, so we'll take a look at it. Vaulted roof adds a spacious touch. The kitchen boasts stylish new cabinets, stunning cutting board countertops, so we'll take a look at that. Steel sink, convenient coffee bar just off the kitchen. Perfect morning retreat. The steel garage offers space for projects and storage. That'll be interesting. Fenced backyard. Ideal relaxation and outdoor enjoyment. Security system included. All right. So this is the definition of a starter home. We're at 1,000 square feet. Purchase price $325. It's got really cute curb appeal. Again, this home was built in 1921, so this old house is back. Okay, we're 1,000 square feet. It's got really cool character. I like the vaulted ceilings. Okay, right off the bat, I notice a nice entryway. Normally in sub 1,200 square feet, your entry walks right into your living space. So I love the fact that we have a little bit of an entryway here. I also notice right above the entryway, we have a heat pump, mini split system. I love these. These are great, especially in this square footage. You don't need a lot. They're very energy efficient. You got AC and heat. So like the mini split, like the hardwood floors, fresh paint. Love the recessed lighting in the living space. Makes it really nice and light and bright in there. into the kitchen. Really nice. Looks like painted cabinets. Got a tile backsplash to the cabinets. I like this island they put in here. Kind of almost like a table. It's a neat island that you could move around if you wanted. Okay, we're into the backyard. That must be the steel garage, kind of like a shed they were talking about. Okay, our pictures are a little out of order here, but we'll do the best we can. So now we're back in the entryway. See what I mean? Where it's nice where you're not walking directly into the living room, you have a little bit of an entry there. I think we had a critter in the Wilbur's man cave. My dog's smelling everywhere. Another shot of the kitchen. I like the countertops, the cutting board countertops. So similar to that entryway, we have a little bit of a room exiting out the back door. Kind of like that too. It's amazing how something that simple can really increase the feel of the square footage. Okay, so here's right behind the kitchen, we have our utility room. Something you don't often see in 1,000 square feet is a utility room instead of having the washer and dryer in a closet. Okay, bedroom number 1. Looks like we have a walk-in closet. Good sized bedroom for, again, 1,000 square feet. So bedroom not a bad size. Bedroom number 2. And then our bath. Nice update to this bathroom. Tile bath, nice vanity. There's our garage. Okay. Let's look at some numbers. Sticking with that FHA theme, purchase price is $325,000. FHA requires 3.5% down. Our loan amount in this scenario would be $319,427. Interest rate pulled off of Mortgage News Daily. FHA is at 6.30 is our national average. Let's look at a quick payment breakdown. We're going to go a little fast today. Principal and interest $1,977. Property taxes $275. Homeowners insurance around $75 a month. Mortgage insurance. Mortgage insurance protects the lender, not the home buyer. Does nothing for the home buyer other than allows them to put less than 20% down. If a homeowner has mortgage insurance on their mortgage and they default, go into foreclosure, stop making payments, the mortgage insurance company reimburses the lender a percentage of the balance of the loan. FHA has 2 forms of mortgage insurance. This is the first, $143 a month. If we add these 4 numbers together, we get a total payment of $2470. So not only is this home a great first-time home buyer home, it's also a great first-time investor home. So if you are looking to get into an investment property, it's hard to find one for $325,000. If we put 20% down and called this a rental, our principal and interest is at $1,715. No mortgage insurance because we're putting 20% down. Our payment is now $2,065, which should be close to a break even on rent, I would imagine. If we look at our closing costs, your down payment on FHA is $11,375. Closing costs are going to be somewhere around $3691. This number here is your upfront mortgage insurance, which FHA charges. This is the second form of mortgage insurance. They add this to your loan. So you're not paying it out of pocket, gets added to your loan. And when you sell or refinance, a prorated portion of that will come back to you. And again, nobody has a crystal ball, but I don't see a homeowner keeping this mortgage for longer than 18 to 36 months, depending on what the market does. Prepaid taxes and insurance and interest, $4,000 roughly. So you're coming out of pocket with $19,066. We could ask the seller to pay our closing costs and prepaids for us, so we could come in out of pocket $11,375, just our down payment. On the investment side, if we were to call this a rental, we'd be looking at $65,000 down. Closing costs and prepaid stayed the same, $72,691 out of pocket. Again, we could ask the sellers to contribute towards our closing costs. So I went through that fast. If that was too fast for you, it's okay. Go back and watch some of our past streams where we go a lot slower, but we have a lot to cover today. So total payment, $2,470 or $2,065, depending on if we're going to call this a primary residence with FHA or an investment property, 20% down. Thank you, Amy and Shauna, for sending that over. I will make sure their info is in the description. They work very closely with, like I said, my business partner, my coworker, Ryan McCracken, one of the best loan officers, Ryan's second best loan officer in town. So thank you very much. Okay, moving on. So small, medium, large, we're going to medium. 13200 Northeast 36th Place in Salmon Creek, 98686. Highly desirable area. Let's look at the map right off the bat. So Salmon Creek is located right where I-5 and 205 merge in Southwest Washington. This is just kind of in the Mount Vista area, right next to WSU Vancouver. Highly, highly desirable neighborhood. We are on the east side of 205 here. I'm right off of 134th Street. All right. 3 beds, 2 baths, 2387 square feet. It's a great size square footage for family or for somebody downsizing. Okay, we see a lot of people downsizing into this price range and into this square footage. Built in 2008. It's got a decent lot, 10,000 square feet. This home is listed by Catherine Bergen at Keller Williams. Let's see what Catherine has to say. Highly desirable Highland Ridge neighborhood. Charming 3-bedroom home in Highland Ridge. Beautifully built home with a great entertainer's feel to it. Well-maintained 3-bedroom, 2-bath residence, open floor plan, spacious den, perfect for work or relaxation. Stunning wood floors, so we'll take a look at those. Large living area, dining space, chef's delight kitchen, ample counter space and storage, luxurious countertops. Outside is an expansive patio area, surrounded by mature trees and lush landscaping. Private oasis, perfect for enjoying quiet evenings or lively get-togethers, located in a friendly established neighborhood with access to top-rated schools, WSU Salmon Creek campus, Legacy Salmon Creek Hospital, lots of shopping, restaurants. You're 15-20 minutes from the airport, 15-20 minutes from downtown Portland if you want to go down there and have a cup of coffee. Okay, let's look at some pictures. Love the curb appeal. Kind of secluded behind some very mature trees. You got a nice hedge along this extended driveway. I love the L-shaped house with the garage kind of perpendicular to the house. I would say charm is good. You got good curb appeal here. It's unique. It doesn't have that cookie cutter feel. Normally, to get into like an L-shaped house, you are over 3,000 square feet. We got a nice brick walkway with a gate to the fenced backyard. Love the mature trees. Okay. So nice entry. These laminate floors are manufactured hardwoods you see in almost all remodels or new construction. They're bulletproof, they look nice, but nothing beats having real hardwood floors. And these floors are beautiful. Nice niche. My wife and I have been debating on how to pronounce that word, but nice niche for some artwork right in the entry. Lots of character. Okay, here's that spacious den. We've got French doors coming into it. Now, this den has a closet. So this den is technically a bedroom. Got a ceiling fan. What do you guys think about homes you see on the internet that are obviously staged by AI? I kind of like it. This home could use some staging, right? Kind of help visualize that as an office. Okay, here's our guest bath, tile countertop, nice utility room with a sink. Primary bedroom. Love the windows and the molding around the windows. Okay, tile countertops in here, like the color of the floors. Walk-in shower. Dual vanities, separate vanities, I like that. Nice large walk-in closet. Okay, so here's our great room off the kitchen. Does have a really nice open feel, like the vaulted ceilings. Big island. Got French doors out to our patio. Okay, this luxurious countertops looks like slab granite to me. Okay, huge. From this picture, this living room looks huge. Got really big windows, gas fireplace. Tile backsplash to the cabinets. Looks like there's some mosaic tile above the range. I'd be tempted to take some of these pictures and use my own AI to throw some furniture in there to get an idea of how we could lay this out, that room out. That looked like bedroom number 2 in there. So this is I don't think it's a 3-bedroom plus a den. I think it's a 2-bedroom plus a den that's technically a bedroom, which I'm okay with, because 2,300 square feet, you could see where they use that square footage. Nice backyard, nice patio, partially covered. Love the brick. Privacy wall. Man, backed up to a green space. What a cool lot. All right, what do you guys think? Pretty nice listing, $750,000. I think that's a good price point for being in Mount Vista with that square footage and that quality of home. Let's take a look at some numbers. Okay, first option I did was 10% down. I think this is a good 10% down loan amount in house. Make our loan amount $675,000. Interest rates conforming based off of today's Mortgage News Daily website. 6.92. Let's look at property taxes, $475. We are paying a little bit of mortgage insurance, but it's not bad, $84 a month for putting 10% down. With insurance and property taxes, principal interest at $44.54, we're looking at a total payment of $51.13. I also threw a VA for our veterans out there. Monday is Veterans Day. If we did zero down, principal and interest $47.52. VA does not have any mortgage insurance, so coming in zero down, payment $53.27. Then if we did FHA just to compare the two, 3.5% down, we're looking at a total of $54.69. Here's our cash to close without any contributions from the seller. So we could ask the seller to come in and pay our closing costs and prepaid items. On the VA, you would literally come in with $0 out of your pocket. 10% down, $83,691. FHA, $35,000. Okay, moving right along. Got one more house to do, so that was small, medium. Let's go large. Found this home this morning and it just really caught my eye. Very, very cool home from the first picture. We're at 12610 Northeast Potter Road in Battleground. 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4328 square feet. Built in 1972, sits on almost 3 acres. This home was listed by Jennifer Belmore with Windermere. Let's see what Jennifer has to say. Multi-building, flat acreage, slice of heaven. Pass to Louisville Park and the East Fork of the Lewis River. Nearly everything has been replaced. Now, for the most part, I'm looking at these homes for the first time with you guys. I do preview them quickly to kind of prepare, but I couldn't help myself. I went a little further on these pictures to prep, and it is pretty awesome. Everything has been replaced. All right, I love how they put the cost that they've spent on the on maintenance and upgrades. Roof $50,000, siding $30,000. Gutters, leaf filters on gutters, septic system, $30,000. Well pump, HVAC system, $42,000. Crawl space, insulation, ducting, water filtration, irrigation system, fence gates, garage door openers, security cameras, additional concrete walkway and patio, and all the cosmetic items. They list them out there. So, this home's listed at one point. Let's just call it $1.5 million. So it is nice to see the amount of money they put into prepping this house. Okay. Main house has 4 beds, 3 baths at 3,300 square feet. ADU, this is a detached ADU guest house, is 2 bedrooms, 2 baths at 1,000 square feet. There is a very large shop, 56 by 60. Complete drive-through access, 2 additional lean and covered areas for RV parking. Okay. Septic maintenance contract in place for the next 5 years at no cost to the new owner. Jennifer, if you get to see this live stream at any point, very well written description. That's one of the best written descriptions I've seen in a long time. It gets me excited about the house. It helps me understand the cost the seller has put into the home. And you thought of things like how much the septic maintenance is going to cost, in place for the next 5 years. Very well written description. Let's look at the pictures. Just awesome curb appeal. Some things I noticed right away is a very unique fence. I like the fence. Cool mailbox. I love the bullet windows above the garage, so we'll see what's behind those windows. And I love the lighting on the house. Okay, I love these recessed lighting, the lights up above the bullet windows. It has a really kind of modern yet retro feel to it. Love the mature landscaping. You can see that it's a flat lot. Okay, so we have partially asphalt blacktop drive into a gravel driveway with concrete in front of the garage doors. Nice entryway or patio. Okay, so we have nice large French doors coming in, and right off the bat, this home looks brand new, including the laminate flooring. Oh, I didn't notice this. Look at the stairs. They kind of have like a faux brick or tile to the front of the stairs. I really like that. And it looks like the top of the stairs are tile too, if I had to guess. Cool little bookcase built into the stairs. Love the woodwork. Love the ceilings here. Lots of character. Rosie, you want to come look at this house? No? Come here. Oh, you got to see this house, Rose. Good girl. All right, let's keep going here. This show is called The Mortgage Hound for a reason. There we go. Say hi to everybody, Rose. Okay, how cool is this, right? We have a wood-burning stove and a stone wall. And I think it fits really good in here. Very cool dining room with look at that piano. Love the wainscoting. Okay, huge kitchen. Nice cabinets to the ceiling. Tile backsplash to the cabinets. Dual ovens. Big refrigerator. Yeah. I want to get a better shot at that range. Okay, bedroom number 1, nicely done. Bedroom number 2, tons of character. Guest bath. Bedroom number 3. Look at this utility room. Somebody got creative with, looks like reclaimed lumber wall. Really nice cabinets. And this looks like our primary. Pictures are a little bit out of order. We'll deal with it. We're in another guest bath here. Okay, going upstairs. Here's our primary. Holy smokes, look at this walk-in closet, it's huge. Primary bath, all updated with matching cabinets, huge walk-in shower. Love the dual vanities opposite of each other. Okay, so those bullet windows go into this bonus room. Very cool bonus room. Lots of concrete out back, gazebo with a hot tub, Nice flat lot. Huge shop. Look at that. Drone shot. And what I want to point out here is here's our ADU unit. See if we get to see some pictures of it. Yep, here's our ADU. Okay, this ADU is 1,000 square feet, 2-bedroom, full kitchen. Bedroom number 1, nice bathroom, cool garden area. Okay, what do you guys think? Good morning, Troy. Troy, I like this house a lot. Take a look at some numbers. I truly see someone buying this home. I know my head's cut off, but Rose wanted some camera time. I really see this home, somebody selling their primary residence, taking a large chunk of their equity and rolling it over. So I put $600,000 down on this house. Purchase price, call it $1.5 million, $1,450,000. If we put $600 down, that brings our loan amount to $850,000. Interest rates based off the Mortgage News Daily, 6.92%. All right. Payment breakdown. Principal and interest, $5,609. We're out in Battleground, guys. $1.5 million home. Property taxes are only $584. So very affordable property taxes. And that may help somebody get over the hump into that price range. You know, if you were down in Vancouver, you could expect your property taxes to be, closer to $800-900, maybe even higher a month. $100 a month for homeowners insurance, total payment $62.93. Closing costs $36.91, prepaid taxes, insurance and interest around $7,000 for a total out-of-pocket expense of $610,000. This is a perfect candidate too on this home for a temporary buy down paid by the sellers. We've reviewed that the last couple weeks, so if you want to go back and look at a 2-1 buy down, temporary buy down. Essentially what it does is the sellers would buy down your interest rate temporarily for years 1 and 2. So instead of paying 6.92, you'd be your first 12 months, you'd be at 4.92. The second year you'd be at 5.92. And then years 3 through 30, 6.92. Still a really smart option if you are banking on interest rates coming down. You can have that lower introductory rate until there's an opportunity to refi. If that's something you want me to break down for you, just reach out to me and I can customize this for a temporary buy down. In case you missed it, let's recap today. Okay, this is a fun stream. We got Rose on the stream. There she is. Say hi, Rose. The real mortgage hound. But let's recap. The election's over. Fed's cut rates 0.25%, Fed fund rate. Mortgage rates are down. We looked at that. Week over week, we saw in those 3 homes we looked at last week, we saw anywhere from $90 to $130 savings in payment in just 1 week. So I'm very excited for the next few weeks. We're going to track it. We're going to use those 3 homes as a benchmark. So we'll look at them again next week and see what happens to our payment, what happens with interest rates this next week. Guys, thank you so much for jumping on and joining me on the My Mortgage Hound live stream. We're going to do it again next Saturday. Like and subscribe. Thanks for showing up, Troy. Go out and enjoy these last few weeks before the holiday chaos, and we'll see you all next Saturday. Bye.